Well, it wouldn't be a con if it wasn't for another "that's never happened before" moment. So we're in the middle of nowhere in Valdosta, and Dwayne has ran out of gas. So we're here with Taylor's van with me, Brad, Taylor, Travis, and Cody. And Dwayne, Tiffany, and Joey are like right there on the exit ramp out of gas. So we're gonna have to run gas over to them and fix this so we can get back on the road. It's like almost 4 in the morning, like 3:30, something like that. So we'll see how we can get this fixed. I'm probably gonna start pumping gas for Taylor so we can get back on the road. All right, so it's approximately 7:30 and we are just outside of Ocala in Florida, and we just had breakfast at International House of Burgers, right?
And our driver has been up for 26 hours.
Yeah, and I think we all have been up for about...
and this guy had a lot of issues with the bathroom in IHOP.
Yeah, so I've been up for a cumulative 26 hours, something like that as well. So I maybe got about 90 minutes of sleep on the drive down here, and that's about it. I drove for longer than I slept. I think you're in the same boat, Brad.
Yep.
But we're about like an hour or two away from the hotel now.
Hour and a half.
Hour and a half? Okay, so that's not bad at all. So we will update you guys when we get there. So we arrived at the con probably about 9:30-ish, got all of our stuff in the room about 10 o'clock, and I took a 2-hour nap until registration opened at noon because I had gotten no sleep. We were all up all night long. I think Brad and Dwayne especially were up more than 24 hours by the time we finally got here, and they still haven't had any sleep. So I went down and got our badges and everything, and I explored a little bit around the dealer's room, the artist alley. Of course, I have not as many funds for this convention as I would like, so only really was able to get one thing in the dealer's room artist alley, which I'll show off, and the rest of my money is going to go towards food and gas on the way back. So if I have one criticism of this con already, it's just how needlessly overexpensive everything is, because the badge was very expensive. It was $90 plus like change, which just seems unnecessary. Like, why are you going to charge an additional like 30 cents or whatever? And then they charge you like $5 for a lanyard. And I'm like, what the hell with that? I'm not going to do that. I should have had a lanyard with me, but I didn't pack my Anime Expo Grand Order lanyard. And it's not to say that that's an unjustified price for the badge, but it's more so that they add on all these extra tacked on features that you get with it, such as you get this card where you get a free autograph signing from all the guests that are here for that one item, and then the next items you would have to pay for, which is a really cool incentive, but the fact that you have to pay that much up front, I think that is just needlessly expensive, and frankly, charging for lanyards, like it just comes across as kind of greedy. So I'm not crazy about that. And really, it's a pretty small venue without a whole lot really going on in terms of the location itself. But as far as the events going on, there's a lot of content. There's a lot of shows, productions. It's a very consumer-focused convention, I feel like, if you're here for entertainment, which is good if that's what you're into. But I'm not sure yet if it's as good for cosplayers. I guess we'll find out. So I'm gonna head down there right now and try to take some shots of some cosplayers. I've only ran into like one person I know from the Fate group from Holiday Matsuri, and that's it, aside from the people that I'm rooming with, of course. And then tomorrow my League for Lucius should be here, so I should be able to wear that during the day leading up until the inevitable Type Moon panel tomorrow at 8 o'clock, where me and Brad will be hosting that in our Fate cosplays, and then Saturday the inevitable Fate photo shoot at 2:30 in the afternoon. Okay, I'll try one. I don't know what it is.
Everyone else doing it.
I don't know what it is.
Not great. It's not that spicy.
Live at it. Oh no, it isn't spicy.
It's more sweet than anything.
Yeah.
That's good.
Oh, there's a kick to it, I guess, at the end. But
My senses are already shot. It's okay.
trust me, you don't want him to take the mask off. The mask off is even creepier. The mask off is even worse.
But you guys are friends.
No, he means this.
Okay, they're right, but like, you don't know.
It's a mass group of T-posing. This needs to stop.
Hey, you're not even getting me in the shot.
Yeah, he's T-posing too.
I'm doing it too. Yay!
This beats to stop. Like, this is a horrible con tradition now that we just need to eliminate.
Don't let me go all night. Don't let me go.
Are
Wait, no. That would be great. Are you going to film our pedo conversation? Sure.
Are we vlogging?
I just started
I feel like
now.
this would be a great vlog. We should just like do like a.
Well, blah, 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 our pedo conversations.
I feel like if we ever made like a sort of video of our convention experience,
We get arrested.
you'd watch it later and you'd be like,
Wait, no, so we need to do a video of like an entire day of con with us, or an entire weekend.
someone needs to wear a GoPro and just like be there for everything.
But do that and then put it away for like 10 years.
Yeah.
Go back and watch it and
It
be
would
like,
be great like wedding videos.
like, oh no, I was going to go to my MySpace account. Be like, oh yeah, that was bad shit.
So I didn't get a chance to record a whole lot yesterday, but just a quick recap of Friday, basically, because now we're on Saturday morning. So on the positive side, I finally got my wig for my Dragon Quest Heroes Lucius cosplay and wore that yesterday, and that went over pretty well. Everything fits correctly. It's not too hot, although everything is hot here in Tampa because it's humid as hell. And that went over really well. Brad's My Hero Academia shoot was fantastic. Great turnout as expected because My Hero Academia is the dominant force in cosplay at this con and at most of the cons right now because it is like the most popular franchise. And the location they picked for it was perfect. It didn't get anybody's way. It was just very well done overall. And I got a chance to meet a couple new people that I met on the Facebook group in various different capacities that I finally got to meet, and caught up with some people that I met up at Holly Matsuri, such as Gabby, the Rin cosplayer, and Tyler, the Ike cosplayer from Fire Emblem. So that was pretty cool. So as far as and also we had the Fate panel last night, and that went pretty well. There was a lot of us on there having banter back and forth, which was a unique experience, and then the audience was pretty engaged with our jokes and our humor. And we about filled up the room too, which is really good. That's always a good thing to see. And we didn't have as much time as we would like, but I feel like we got everything in there we wanted to say. So as far as the negative goes, they didn't open up the venue at all, like past the point where they check for your badge, until 10 a.m. And to me, that seems really late. What they could have done instead, and what most other cons do, is allow you to get into the venue when the venue is open, but don't allow you to go specifically into the dealer's room or video panel rooms, whatever, until they open. So, and it also means that there's no programming before 10 a.m., which is like unheard of at any other con. Like most other cons have programming in the early morning, although not a whole lot of people go to that unless it's Dragon Con.
I understand.
But you're basically telling people they can't even go inside the venue, which takes away from the sales of places like the Starbucks in there, because people can't get in there for breakfast early in the morning. They have to wait until 10. And then interesting to see what this con considers to be their standards for security, because instead of having the staff check people's weapons and having them check weapons like as they transition into the venue, none of that. Nobody got stopped for weapons or anything like that. And instead of just having cops, they have SWAT as their security detail, like 2 actual SWAT officers, not cosplayers, with real fully automatic AR rifles that are their security detail. And I know it's legit because they went like behind the scenes into areas of the venue that are not accessible to the con goers, and like just kind of stayed back there for a little bit. And I'm like, if y'all are so paranoid about like an active shooter event taking place, then why not just check everybody's weapons before they come into the venue? I didn't understand that decision at all. Not that it's an overtly negative thing, it was just kind of strange. And the con really died down late at night. After the Fate panel, we went uptown to this dope ass ramen place that Tiffany, what was the name of the ramen place? Ichikoro. Yeah, it was fantastic. And after that, we got back to the con and everything was dead, and there was no programming going. There was a little bit of programming going on, but everybody was either inside of panel rooms or inside of the rave or whatever. So there was nobody out and about, nobody to hang out with. So we just essentially called it a night. So now we're here on Saturday morning, and I'm gonna wait until again the venue opens so I can go down there as Slutty Archer, and I'll probably wear that all the way up until the photo shoot at 2:30, and then change out and put Lucius back on for the rest of the day. And I'll see if Brad wants me to record his My Hero Academia panel at 8 p.m. tonight. And that's probably the rest of Saturday for us.
Like this, and then he happened to have just turned around.
And
So he got teabagged.
that sounds like what happened, like a typical day with Cody at a con, right?
Yeah.
So what else I miss?
We ordered pizza.
Okay, that's pretty awesome. So I went up the road to like this really pretentious like food court type of place. It had a bunch of different types of foods. It had more ramen with June and Kat, and that was pretty good. But I'll take a slice of pizza, I
Literally
guess.
just vlogging yourself.
Yes, because dumb shit is bound to happen in this room.
I saw this one earlier.
It's actually helping.
If you're gonna do long, then you might as well.
Yeah.
Is that real?
How is the panel, Brad?
Triggered. Which panel?
The Hero Aka panel.
Oh, my God.
That's what
We had pretty well everyone full. Good amount of questions from the audience, and it went well. We kept it PG-13. We got close to not, but
We ground that line a couple of times. I was actually impressed because we would lose like 5 or 6 people, and then we had 5 or 6 people replaced immediately. So as soon as we started to hit like that spoiler territory, people would walk out, and then more people would fill in. It was fun.
Yeah, like, it's like I told you, like people are either going to be at that or at that lip sync thing, so you were going to fill up that room regardless.
we actually made a joke about that. I was like, well, thanks for coming to the panel, or just following the guy with the big hair, or you didn't get it.
Yeah, it's like, thank you for being here because you had nothing else to do tonight.
Yeah, basically, there was a lot of people in there that did not raise hands, or either too embarrassed to raise hands about where they're at in the series, or knew absolutely nothing about the series.
Yeah, that would be
Your
fun.
reaction to my Sailor Endeavor was priceless.
Your Sailor Endeavor is pretty well. Prices is different.
So I need to
Now back at
find him
me.
again.
Now back at your man.
He's not.
Brad, this
I'm
needs to
on
be
mine.
Is he the symbol of peace?
Is he the symbol? Does he have the soul trap?
Yeah, really.
So can I bitch about something for a second? So the con decided to start weapons checking on day 3.
5'6" short of the ears.
Did y'all notice that? Yeah. So like day 1 and 2 go by nothing, and then I go in there dressed as Lucius with my sword and everything. Like, did you have that checked? And I was like, did I what? And so they sent me over to the other side of the registration area, and I walked over there like, is this where weapons check is? And he's like, no, it's way over on the other side. I'm like, you have got to be kidding me. I'm so done with this. And I'm like, it's not that I mind, because the way that they were actually checking and documenting was actually pretty legit.
Yeah.
But it's just the fact that like they waited until day 3 to do it. I thought that was really dumb.
Now, what do they give you? Stickers or zip ties?
They give me a sticker.
I don't know, but I saw one today. I was actually waiting for someone to tell me to take my turnip head over to get them because it's such a big problem.
Yeah.
Amazing
What are you
they
doing
did.
waiting?
Yeah.
Like, what is this?
窮屈で半端な日常は飛び越えてやるダッシュして輝く未来全部手に入れるさスパークして最高の自分に巡り会えるはずさ描いてる希望に向かって走り抜く明日へ
So I didn't get any video or any pictures really of our trip to the beach on Sunday, but we left the con around 1 o'clock and went to the beach. We're trying to go to Clearwater Beach, but apparently that bridge was blocked by traffic. But we did stop at the Gundam of America store, Gundam US store, USA Gundam, whatever it's called. You saw it in the video there, and that was amazing. I would love to go back there when I actually have more money and walk out with just armfuls of Gundams, but I have enough unbuilt kits right now as it is. So expect a full review of Metrocon this coming weekend when I do my next weekly vlog. I'll actually break down point by point all of my gripes with the convention itself, plus all the things that I thought the convention did that was really excellent, because it's not it was a positive experience overall with both the convention and the overall vacation trip itself, but I am definitely not without my gripes when it comes to the convention itself, and I hope you guys will bear with me and be willing to listen to some constructive criticism. In the meantime, thank you guys so much for joining me on this magical adventure, and I'll see you guys next time.